I am doing my personal quote and blog for the 7th of July, 2022. My quote for today. While I may not hold a piece of paper that proves my education status, I have allowed myself to read, listen, watch, and be open to information as it pours out into this reality. I have learned more from books of history, spirituality, and philosophy than probably most. That is because when I dive into a subject, I become fascinated with the various viewpoints and insights that come from other ways of seeing things. And that's sort of the point in reading books. It has taught me the innate bias that is within the human mind and condition. I know that others believe certain things and will adamantly defend them to the death, but that does not make them real, truthful, relevant, or important. What is important is to do no harm. What is important is to be kind. What is important is to be open and curious in life. What is important is to leave wisdom behind that inspires others to be more awake and better. And my blog for today. If one observes this current moment in time, we might notice how many people are leaving the planet for one reason or another. I know that I am at that age when people obviously begin to die. So I see this process as one that is natural and normal, but there is something else happening. While I cannot blame one thing, such as the pandemic, I would say that we are, as a populace, in some unknown and hard to explain global event where things are shifting at a more rapid rate. Perhaps it is Earth itself that is shaking us off her skin like a dog that tries to shake and bite off the fleas and ticks. Clearly, we are an irritant that seems to be more of a bother than in alignment with the greater flow of life. While I can only speculate as to the meaning of what I am observing, I cannot deny what I see with my own eyes. Perhaps in some near future, things will make more sense and historians will have theories as to what has transpired in this reality. Perhaps we will become more awake and notice what is happening and do something very different, but currently there are too many consumed with their own thoughts to completely notice or embrace what is happening. We are seeing longer term types of illnesses from those that had COVID. We are not even able to understand the progressive health problems that are arising or why. Life continues to be crimped and pinched into narrower bands of humanity as it is sucking the life out of this world. Now, that as humanity, I should say, humanity seems incapable of changing in the ways that will help and save the lives of our plants, animals, and resources. I believe some that are sensitive are choosing to opt out of this reality, as this is not a world in which they want to live any longer. I hear this all the time from people in their 80s. They're like, this is not the world I wanted to live in. I want to go home. I want out. I point this out not to bring one more issue into the minds of so many struggling just to make it through another day. I am doing it to support consensus in constructive change. It amazes me that we are so ensnared by our own webs of deceit and treachery that we are unable to do what is so obviously necessary. While I cannot make others see or hear what I do, I can only try to point out the obvious and live my life with the smallest carbon footprint I know how to do. I can not make lifestyle choices for others, nor do I have the political power to reform terribly destructive and dangerous laws and the trends within our own systems of government. I support a better world. I can only live by my own personal standards, values, and morals. I don't need laws to tell me to do the right thing. I know what is right, and I will continue to do my best in a peaceful and thoughtful way. May all beings find peace. Thanks, everyone.